First of all, let me say thanks for hopping on here, man. I really appreciate it. I know
Of course.
you pretty much just up and moved across the world, and you're getting after it now. So I'm curious, man.
Yeah.
Like, what's your days look like? And
Yeah.
I've got so many
So,
questions I want to ask, man.
of
I'm stoked that we're
course.
able to talk.
Yeah, yeah. So, life is now I can just strictly focus on Muay Thai. I don't have any other things I got to worry about. And I'm in Thailand. This is the motherland of Muay Thai. So, uh, I'm training with top quality fighters and trainers every day, and it's a dream. Honestly, it's like being able to train with these high level guys and I train with Yothin, right? Yothin, RWS champ.
Yep.
He's like one of my main training partners right now. He's been really helping me get ready for this fight. And like before coming to Thailand, like he was like one of my idols. I'm like, and now I get to train with him every day. It's honestly mind blowing. So
That
yeah,
sounds incredible.
yeah, life is honestly it's awesome right now. Yeah, like in America, obviously you have work. There's a lot of distractions. You can't fully focus on fighting.
Yeah.
Here, that's all I do. Just Muay Thai. I eat, sleep, train. Eat, sleep, train, repeat. That is only thing I have to worry about. So it's really nice. I'm really growing and I'm leveling up. I'm leveling up my game. So it's been real good, and I just can't wait to see where the journey takes me, man.
Man, that sounds like a good ride so far. What's kind of the biggest changes you've noticed in your game since you showed up? Like, what have you focused
So
on, like leveling up since you arrived?
so I'm at FA Group, and FA Group is a Muay Thai style gym. So they're very clinch heavy, very going forward, knees and elbows. So one thing I wanted to really work on with my game was my clinch. On the outside, I'm really good. I'm really tricky, but my clinch, I wanted to really improve that. So that's like the main reason I chose FA Group, and we train we clinch 2 hours a day every day. So my clinch is getting a lot better. I'm feeling more comfortable, and just that pressure going forward style. Yeah, so my clinch is really improving. That's the reason I chose FA Group, and that's what I really wanted to work on, and it's paying off, man, for real.
So you chose the place based on weaknesses that you wanted to level up.
Exactly, exactly. And there's a lot of high level Thai fighters there, and also a lot of high level foreign fighters. So uh, I'm just training with the best right now, and it's been great. The level I see it since I've been here about 3.5 months now, almost 4 months, and in these last 3.5 months, I just have improved like by a long shot. So I can't wait. I'm here for a year, so maybe even longer. So I just can't wait to see like looking back by the end of it and see how much I improve.
Man, that's incredible. I know it takes a lot of nerve and it just take guts to like pack up and move across the world with pretty much nothing. I mean, what'd you have, like a
Yes,
suitcase or two? I mean,
that's it. Yeah, suitcase, my clothes, my gloves, and yeah, man, yeah. But like if America, the Muay Thai is really good, but like if I really want to reach the next level, I had to make this make this commitment and come to Thailand and train with the best, because the level is way different here. It's
yeah.
much better. It's day and night, honestly. And back home, um, every time I train, I'm the best in the room. I'm not trying to sound cocky, but I'm not getting whooped like that. Here, the first couple weeks, man, I was just getting my ass beat every single day. So it humbled me, and now I'm starting to reach their level, and it's a game of play now. So um, yeah, yeah. So you need that push. Coming to Thailand, I'm definitely getting that push by these high level fighters, and soon I'm gonna be right there with them, and just excited for the future. See what happens, man. The ultimate goal is to make one, and by next year, I'm hoping I can fight one Lumpini. We'll see how these next fights go, but yeah, man, I've been
That's a
training
good
hard,
goal.
so we'll see.
That's a great goal. What's the training difference for, say, a stadium fight versus one? Do like they break it down differently? Is
No,
there
it's literally it's the same. The
just the
training,
gloves are the only thing it
yeah,
changes? Yeah.
exactly. You just hit pads with the 4-ounce gloves instead of the boxing gloves, the 10 or 12-ounce gloves. So yeah, the training is exactly the same. So in Thailand, the training every day is the same thing. So I wake up 5:30. I go 6 a.m. We go on a run. I run 5K, 5 to 10K, depending on the day. We come back, stretch, and then we clinch for. So
Can
Monday
can
is
you
boxing.
can you add in when you're eating? Because I'm curious as well.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I'll break it all down. So
Yeah, I think a lot of people would love to hear it, you know.
of course, of course. So 6 a.m. go on my 5K or 10K run. We come back to the gym. We do a little stretch, and then so Monday is boxing. We box for 1 hour, just straight hands, and then we hit pads. So 3 5-minute rounds, or 3 to 5 minute rounds, depending on the pad holder. And then clinch knees. We go on a bag. I do 300 clinch knees. And then I do my ab work. I do my push-ups. I do my pull-ups. And then I go home. And then I have my first meal. And then between that, I have fruits and like smaller snacks to give me energy, you know. And then I try to maybe sometimes I take a nap, other times I just watch Netflix. I really relax and chill. And by 3 p.m. is the next training session, and we clinch. So we clinch for an hour, and then same thing. We do 3 5-minute rounds on the pads, and then again I do my 300 knees, and then ab work again, and then some days I lift. I like do my curls and like bench press. So, but I don't lift every day. I don't. My muscles get real fatigued for the clinch, and I feel like it sometimes it's like too much, you know.
How long did it take you to get kind of used to it? Because I can't imagine just like the
Oh,
toll it takes on your body before you're conditioned to be able to handle it.
yeah. So it took me. Uh, so I just had a fight before coming to Thailand, and I was in really good shape already. But it's a different, the heat that you train outside. Back home, you train inside. It is so hot. It's like it's crazy. I used to the first like 2 weeks, I would cramp up almost every day because I just wasn't used to the heat training outside, and like the intensity of the workouts. So it took about, I'll say, 2 to 3 weeks to really get adjusted to the climate and intense training. But after that, you kind of get in the flow of things, and you get used to it. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, the first, like, I think the first week I cramped up really bad, and I thought I had to go to the hospital because like my body was locking up, like my arms locked
Oh,
up, my knees, my thighs were locked up, my calves, and like I couldn't move for like 2 hours. I was like this. It was scary. I was like, oh my god, and the most intense pain of my life. I was like, yo, this is the worst pain. You know when you get like a really bad cramp?
yeah.
Imagine that your whole body.
Oh.
So yeah, it was tough, but
Ugh.
after 2 3 weeks, I got used to it, and now now my body is yeah, feel strong, feel good. So
Hell yeah.
yeah,
What's
but
go
go ahead.
ahead. No, you go.
Oh yeah, so on Wednesday is sparring, morning is sparring, so afternoon is clinch every day. But the mornings we do boxing, clinching, and sparring. It depends on the day. So Wednesday is sparring, Thursday is clinching in the morning, or Thursday is boxing again. Friday is clinching, Saturday is sparring, and Sunday is rest. So you get one day to rest. And usually on Sundays, I don't like to just hang out in my room because I get bored. I like to like travel around Bangkok, kind of sightsee and see different areas in Thailand. So yeah, that's pretty much the schedule. It's real basic, but it's very intense, very hard training.
Man, what's something that surprised you since you've been there?
Um, how I would say how everyone like all the fighters there are such high level. Like you don't get a round off. Like it's yeah, the level of all the fighters there that surprised me. I'll say the intensity of the training. I knew that it was gonna be intense, but I did like twice a day every day. Like it's very hard on the body. So um that surprised me. Uh,
Anything
what else?
culturally or like just moving across the
Oh,
world, anything like that?
yeah. So coming to Thailand, I literally thought like almost everyone, like the whole population, would do Muay Thai.
Yeah.
But no, everyone like there's normal people out there that don't even know much about Muay Thai. So that was kind of like, oh wow, this is like
I,
America. Like some people don't just
dude,
they just
I've
live their day-to-day life.
I've got a
So
friend. I've got a friend in England, and I've brought up soccer so many times, and he gives no shits about soccer at all. And it's like this assumption that I had, like everybody in the UK loves football.
yes, it's the same exact thing, right? Yeah, that's funny.
That's
So
funny as shit. Man.
that's another thing that surprised me. The food, um, it's hard to diet here. It's that, like, the food has so much sodium and like,
All the fish
um,
sauce, oyster sauce,
yeah,
all the
it's
sauces are
really like back
heavy. Yeah.
home. Like when I would cut weight, I could cook for myself. I know exactly what I'm putting in. And here you just go to you go to a street vendor or like a restaurant and you think you're eating like not that much, but then you wake up the next morning and you check your weight and it's still like you're not losing weight. So the dieting is much harder here because you don't know what they're putting in your food. Even if you think it's you're eating less.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, so the food, I'll say, but it's honestly, I think the quality of the food might be better because there's like no GMOs and like
Mm-hmm.
preservatives, and like
Yep.
America has so much
So
of
much.
that going on. So, um, yeah, the dieting. I'll say what else? Culturally, oh, how kind like Thai people are so nice, such nice people. They're always smiling. They're very helpful. They welcome a lot of foreigners. They don't. They're not rude. Like I heard, like there's other countries that like do not welcome foreigners, and they're pretty rude to them.
Mm-hmm.
But Thai people are very genuine people, very kind people.
That's great, man.
That's yeah. So that's a nice thing. Like I just walk down the street, everyone's smiling at you, waving at you. They're Tony
Yeah,
Cup.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome,
And
man.
the language is so hard. I've been trying to study it, but it is a really tough language because like say cow could mean like 9 different
Yeah,
things. Like
it's
and the
knees,
tones of
rice,
it.
all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. The toning is like how you say words mean different things.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a really tough language to learn, but by next year I'm gonna try to get better at it. I'm also my visa. I'm gonna get an education visa, so I'd be going to like Thai school and like learning the language like officially, like by like a teacher and stuff. So I'm
Nice.
doing that in like the next couple months. So right
That's
now my visa, I'm just doing visa runs. I'm going like Cambodia, like Laos, like I'm going there for a day and just coming back. But
mhm.
by the next 2-3 months, I'm gonna get my education visa and learn the language and stay for the whole year. So it's gonna be good.
That's great, man. Is there anything you wish you'd have done before you left that maybe would have better prepared you, or is there anything you regret not doing before you came?
Mm, uh, no, I don't really regret anything before coming here. No, I did everything. I said bye to all my family and friends, and um, yeah, I think I left. The way I left was good. Like I was in shape too. I came in shape, so because I just had a fight literally the week before in Mexico in Triumphant. Um, so yeah, no, I don't really regret anything or wish I did anything before coming. So
That's great. No
yeah,
regrets is a
yeah,
good way to live, you know?
yeah, exactly. And
Yep.
I love it here so much. Like I don't want to come back. Like I just want to stay. I just want to stay in Thailand and just train, train, fight, train, fight, train, fight. That's it.
I mean,
Yeah.
it sounds like a simple, wonderful life, man.
Yeah, it's a Muay Thai fighter's dream, and I'm
Yeah,
living it, man.
that's super cool, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's a wild time. I can't imagine what that would be like. What's what are some goals you're setting for yourself right now?
So some of my goals, uh, just improving, fighting in the bigger shows. I want to fight RWS, eventually in the next 4 or 5 months. I want to fight Super Champ. That's a goal. And the ultimate goal, obviously, fighting for one,
Yep.
getting a contract with them. That would be huge. And just improving. Uh, like being on the same level as some of the Thai fighters here, because the Thai fighters at FA group, almost all of them they fight for one, almost all of them, and they're very very high level, and I want to be like right there, like next to them, edging each other, helping each other improve. Um, so yeah, and my getting my clinch better, and it's helping the clinching, practicing the clinch every day.
That's
That's another goal. So, yeah. I fought. I want to talk about my first fight. So I fought in Raja. It's been about 2 months now, and the camp was great. Everything went well. Uh, except so the day of weigh-ins, my original opponent that I was supposed to fight, he missed weight by like 10 to 15 pounds. So the promoter was like, "Yo, what are you doing, missing weight that much? Get out of here." So now I didn't have a fight. I'm like, I told my coach, I was like, "No, I need a fight. Like I'll fight anyone. I don't care." So all the promoters and the coach started talking to each other, and they called up someone that was already in shape or just had a fight, and he's from Kiopech Gym, and Kiopech is a really high level gym, and so they called him up. He took the fight on like 6-7 hour notice, and he was a elite Thai, like a very high level, had hundreds of fights, and yeah, so that was my first fight in Thailand, and I fought a very high level Thai from Kiopech Gym, and it was a good fight. I fought hard, but the experience he had over me, it was too much, and he was a lot better. Like the level he was at was a lot higher. Especially for the first fight. I think I could definitely beat him, but he cut me 3-4 times. I had to get 16 stitches after that fight, and he had some of the nastiest. He was for sure one of the best fighters I fought, and I fought some of the best fighters in America from east to west coast, and it was just a different level. He cut me up. He had his switch kick. Oh my god, he had such a nasty switch kick. Um,
Like you just didn't see
Yeah,
it
he was.
coming, or what?
Nah, I mean, I saw it coming, but like I couldn't stop it. It was just, he just knew how to. He just knew how to play the game. He was also, it was my first fight in Raja, and I was very nervous. Like I've never been that nervous. My first fight in Thailand, and a fight in Raja. It was very nervous. I remember sitting there, and I'm like, oh shit! Like I've never been that nervous before a fight, and yeah, so yeah, first fight in Thailand, I fought a really good Thai. I was nervous. I fought in Raja. But honestly, I'm glad because now I fought a high level Thai. Now I know what to expect as well, fighting at in these like prestigious stadiums. Now I changed my training a little bit. I know exactly now I know the emotions I'm gonna feel right before I walk in, and um yeah, I'm much more confident and ready for this next fight.
Man.
I actually saw he actually fought on last Monday, the guy I fought. And I went and saw him fight, and he fought some really good Brazilian, big Brazilian dude. And the Brazilian was a really tough fighter, heavy puncher, and he beat him up too. He cut him up, and yeah, he was really good. Yeah, he was really good. I went and after the fight, I talked to him. I'm like, dude, you're a fucking warrior, man. You're a beast. His elbows, man. He cut the Brazilian up like 4 or 5 times, just like how he did to me. So, um, yeah, he's a really high level fighter, and it was a great experience fighting someone like that. And now I know what to expect. And this next fight, I'm gonna be much sharper, much better.
I'm
But I do
excited.
want that fight back
Yeah.
in a couple months.
You want to run it back
Once I get
again?
a couple fights under my belt in
Mhm.
Thailand, get a little more comfortable, I do want to rematch him.
That would be awesome to see, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy to hear the evolution just in this amount of time. Like your art,
Yeah.
like experience points are just like racking up right now.
Oh, dude, in these last 4 months, I feel like if I fought myself 4 months ago,
You would
I'll
just
be like,
destroy him,
yeah. I'll be in the clinch, just destroying
fucking
him.
people up.
Yeah.
Man,
So
so going to the big fights at the stadiums, what's that like as a spectator versus I would like to hear the spectator version, and then I would like to hear kind of like some of the emotions you felt and what you were thinking to yourself before the fight. If you can give me both of those, that'd be really cool.
yeah, so whenever I go to the fight as a spectator, most of the time one of my teammates is fighting, so I'm like in the like backstage with them, seeing all the fighters, seeing them shadow box. So it's pretty cool. Uh, it's you don't have that stress on you like when you're gonna fight. So when you're fighting, you kind of have a lot of pressure, a lot of stress. You're thinking about like what you're gonna do in the ring. But as a spectator, you're there, you're having fun, you're chatting with your teammates, you're joking around. So you definitely don't have that nervousness energy when you're just watching the fights. Um, but when you're fighting, I'm locked in, music in, focused on the fight, not really messing around, and really just ready to go out there and perform. So that's pretty much the big difference. Uh, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, I mean
that's pretty
that's
much.
a pretty big difference. You don't have any weight at all. You get to just hang out and enjoy the ride.
Yeah. But it's cool, like being in the corner, like being backstage, because almost every fight I've been to at Raja, I'm backstage, and like I'm seeing how the different fighters are preparing for their fight, and like their mindset, and like what they're doing, what their pre-fight rituals are,
Mhm.
and stuff. So it's very cool. It's
That's
very cool.
Yeah, imagine the
Yeah.
energy's wild. Have you sat out in the stands with everybody else, or have you been?
Yeah, no. So say if one of my fighters is fighting like later on the card, I'll go in the stands and watch it with a few of my teammates, and we'll bullshit around, and we'll just enjoy the fights.
That's fun,
But
man.
yeah, or if they fight early after they fight, we'll go see the fights in the stands. So Yeah.
I one's coming back to the US. I wasn't able to go to the event they had in Denver this past I guess within the last 6 months. And I'm like, dude, I've got to go. I feel like you have access to the best the best experience to see a fight. It's there. So
Yeah,
I
for
would want to
sure.
go. I would want to go often. I'm like, man, I gotta visit. It would be so legit.
Have you ever been to Thailand, man?
No, my,
Oh, dude, you
my
gotta come. Hey, when you come, man, I'll set you up. I'll introduce you to the come. Definitely come to my gym, but very high level gym, and you'll really improve. Hard training and good ties, good trainers, and yeah, I'll introduce you to everyone. Yeah, you would really like it, man. So whenever you're ready, give me a shout, and I'll set you up, brother.
man, I appreciate that. That'd be pretty cool. I just kind of, man, I got to tell a quick little story of myself. So I went and traveled in June. I was pretty much gone most of the month. I was sick one week. I had vacation with my family in South Carolina, and then we had TBAs, which is the big amateur tournament in Iowa that is pretty much the biggest one in the United States for amateurs.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So my June was pretty much a mess. But while I was in South Carolina, I went to Charleston Muay Thai and just kind of did a drop in, which was cool. I was not in like the heat there is it's similar to Nashville, but it put a hurting on me, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I got through class, everything was fine, but sparring a couple rounds after, like I was done after a couple rounds. I was like, dude, I can't let that shit happen again, especially when I'm going to other gyms. It's like, all right, I coach
Yeah.
classes at Chambéry. I have like a certain level that I have to live up to. I'm like,
Mhm.
man, I just like really honed in and tried to focus in on more of my nutrition and more strength and
Good.
conditioning stuff. So I'm like, I'm trying to get my shit buttoned up. So I'd be in a much better place to do it, in a couple months. But yeah, my wife and I've actually been
Nice.
talking like wanting to go in the next year or two. So if the
So,
yeah,
to Thailand?
yeah, because my
Oh, yes.
my wife's family's from Laos, and we were like, we should
Oh,
go do
it's right there.
I
Yeah.
know it's
Go
across the
meet, go
border.
see your wife's family, and then come over to Thailand for a
Yeah.
couple weeks. Then,
Yeah. So
yeah,
we've been talking about it. I'm like, man, we just gotta do it. We just gotta make it happen. So
yeah.
uh
You just gotta do it. You just gotta make that move.
yep. So is there any way to watch your fight coming up, or is that not something that they're streaming?
So the show I'm fighting is Rajanam KO.
Yep.
And I have no idea. They don't stream it. They only stream RWS
Mm-hmm.
for Raja fights. And I don't know why, because they would make good money if they streamed the KO shows, because there's a lot of high level fighters, a lot of really good fights. And yeah, so it doesn't make sense to me. So they don't stream it. There's no way you can watch it on unless you're there. You have to be there live in person.
It's all good.
So I go ahead.
Oh, I just said it's all good. I know like not everybody's set up for it, but just wanted to make
Yeah,
sure if there was a way that I knew and that I could let people know so we could check it out.
for
But
sure.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
I wish.
soon enough, you'll get to that next place where
Yeah,
we'll all be able to
RWS.
watch. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I had an offer like 3 4 weeks ago to fight Thai fight. You know Thai fight, right?
Yeah, I heard of
That's
it.
a really high level
Yeah,
big promotion, but the weight was too low. I was too heavy, and it was like a 4 or 5 day notice. So I was like, I can't cut all that
yeah,
weight, and
yeah.
yeah, so I was like, it will come here. The thing about Thailand, you always have to stay ready for a fight, because you never know. Like when someone pulls out, oh, you can fight RWS in 2 days. You can make weight. Cool, you'll make weight. Like Thai fight, Fairtex fight,
Mm-hmm.
Super Champ. Like you just gotta stay ready, because especially the gym I'm at, it's a high level gym for like fighters. Like that's where
Mm-hmm.
high level fighters go. You'll get fights like that.
Yeah.
Like after this fight, I'm actually going to Turkey to see my mom. She's gonna come to Turkey. She's from United States. We're gonna meet in Turkey.
Nice.
We're gonna be there for a week, and then she's actually gonna come to Thailand for like 3 weeks. So I'm gonna show her around, and then just yeah, show her around. Go to Phuket, maybe go to Koh Samui, the Phi Islands, and yeah. So just kind of after this fight, take a little break because I've been training hard for the last 4 months. Take a little break, enjoy a little holiday with my mom, and then
Nice.
once she goes back to the U.S., lock back in and yeah, fight as much as I can, stay in shape, and keep my main concern is just keeping my weight low because you don't want to cut too much weight. A lot of these fights are same day weigh-ins, and if your weight is too high, the same day weigh-ins can really affect your performance. So yeah, so you always got to be in shape, always got to diet here. That's the hardest part, just especially with the good food in Thailand. You always
Oh,
have to be ready
oh, it would
and,
kill me,
and
man. It would
diet.
kill me.
Yeah, it's hard.
I mean,
It's
my
really hard.
wife
I've
and
been dieting the last 3 4 weeks, so I'm like, I just want sweet. I want freaking I want Penang. I want all the delicious Thai food, man.
uh, yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah. Food's such a big part of my wife and my relationship. It's like,
oh
I
yeah.
just started really buttoning up what we've been eating for the last few weeks. Like, man, it's not awful, but there are times where I'm like, oh, dude, I have pretty mean sweet tooth too. So the sweets are like,
Yeah, that's
I,
my main thing.
yeah,
Sweets and like like fried foods and
yeah,
oily foods. Like
yeah.
after a fight, man, I bust down on some sweets and some like unhealthy foods. And
Yep,
yeah, man, I'm a big foodie, man. And
yep.
being in Thailand, this is like
It's like the mecca
known
for
for
street
their
food.
good food.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
man.
yeah, it's tough,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's how bad you want it and that discipline. That
Yep.
discipline can come a long way.
Yep.
So
I was about to say the
yeah,
same thing. It just shows the level of commitment and discipline that you're living your life by, man. That's pretty impressive.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. So
Well,
yeah,
I appreciate you hopping on here, man. I know you have a busy packed day on the regular, so thanks for making time for me.
of course, man. It was a pleasure talking to you, man, and I appreciate you supporting me and being one of my sponsors. It really means a lot to me, and I'm happy I can rep your products, and your products are honestly some of the best quality and the best like designs and everything about your gear is honestly the best in my opinion. Like I have Kings, Fairtex. I think SHIPSCO #1, man.
Hey, I appreciate it, man, and I know you wouldn't bullshit, so
Yeah,
that
of
means a
course,
lot to me, man.
of
Got some fun
course.
stuff in the works. I know putting a little care package together for you. It's like um,
Yes, yes.
send your
And
way
all
soon.
whenever I wear the SHIPSCO products at the gym, everyone's like, "Oh, nice shorts." All the Thai boys are like, "Oh, they're very good, very good." I'm like, "Oh, this is my
Nice.
sponsor." So
Uh,
yeah,
uh,
for sure, man. I appreciate everything you do for me, and yeah, man. I'll keep you updated with all my fights and my journey in Thailand.
man, I'm excited to see what's next, man. Thanks so much for your time. Um, I appreciate it, man.
Of course, yes, sir. All right, brother. I'll talk to you soon.